Never thought I would be reporting other YouTube channels on this platform, but when you start to see that their titles don't align with the type of content they are making, then you almost just have to report the videos for spam or misleading content. It's just crazy that creators will come on this platform, make a video about one specific topic, and then the title doesn't even match what the video is about. I've been reporting a specific creator for the last year or so, and it doesn't seem to be helping, unfortunately. I don't know why it's not helping, but it's just to show you that YouTube doesn't really care about what is going on this platform, that everything is being controlled by a bot. AI, artificial intelligence, is controlling YouTube. I really do believe this. I think when you report a YouTube video, that it gets sent into a queue, and then I think it automatically gets reviewed by an AI bot. It has to be because there's so much I am seeing on this platform that YouTube allows. But when you post a video with music on it, bang, right away, you're sharing your ad revenue, or bang, right away, they demonetize the video because it's copyright music and you have to replace the music. Isn't that crazy how that works? I just never really understood how YouTube does that. And it goes back to the point that I have been making videos about, that you should be getting a 9 to 5 job, because this is the reason why. We have AI, we have bots running YouTube, and it's causing a train wreck. I mean, maybe every now and then, when you go through the process, maybe, just maybe, YouTube will review it manually. Maybe there'll be an employee or two that actually go through and review it. This is why you should go through the chat. If you go to YouTube support and you get them on chat, you can actually get them to more likely review a YouTube channel that might be spam or misleading, possibly committing scams or frauds on this platform, committing fraud, if you will, begging for money, which to a point can be a part of YouTube's TOS. Not directly in those specific words, but if you're already monetized and you're asking for money, I really do think that could be causing a issue as far as conflict of interest. At least that's what I think, without going back and fully reviewing it. But I really have a feeling that most of us are getting away with a lot on this platform. I mean, I could be one of them as well. Who knows? But you know what? I was told multiple channels were going to be reported and have copyright strikes, claims, whatever. I was told multiple times that there'd be legal action taking against specific creators, just creators in general that are making content about somebody else. But it's really hard to justify that when you have receipts, right? There are a lot of creators on this platform do have receipts, they do have backup, they do have proof of what is going on YouTube, right? That's the legacy, that's the future. All these videos will always be here unless the creator removes them, which usually does happen when you are caught up in a lie on this platform. Unfortunately, some of us just go through and we start deleting videos because we don't want anybody to know the truth. Right, but that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is that I've been reporting channels that I feel are being spam and misleading. And some of them I've gone back and I've seen the videos were missing. I just think that it was just a creator going back and removing them. I really don't think that YouTube was removing them themselves. I just think the creator may have been feeling guilty, as far as uploading the content and realized what they had said in the video was trash and they shouldn't have said it to begin with. So they decided just to delete it. I think it had nothing to do with YouTube. Maybe the time it had caught up to YouTube, maybe it just so happens that it was already removed, right? Because, who knows? I mean, I deleted a video that I did a while back that I had music in. It was like a vlog and I had music in it. And they told me to change the sound and I wouldn't because I was allowed to use the music because I had the link and I tried to fight it. I had the link from I think it was, yeah, it was Upbeat IO. I had the link in there and I had it, all in the description, and I still got a copy. I still got a copyright notice. Not a claim, not a. It wasn't a strike. It was just I had to share the revenue, or end up replacing it. And I think that they told me at a certain period of time to actually remove the song, even though I had the link in there and it came from a website that I was allowed to actually use it from. But whatever, what shit happens. So anyway, yes, I am going through and I have been doing it. I mean, again, I've been doing it for the past, I think, 7 or 8 months. Whenever I see a video that I believe is spam or misleading, I will report it, right? And I'm actually getting better as far as doing research on specific topics, right? I made a video in regards to if a product may need FDA approval or not, right? I like making those type of videos. I'm actually, excuse me, I'm actually digging deeper and doing a deeper dive, if you will, as far as how the filing a claim process goes. It's an intensive process. You have to have certain forms filled out and so forth to see, if a product can be under review under the FDA. And I thought it was kind of interesting, right? I went through and I and my one of my videos and I looked to see if a specific product company name so-called company name was actually registered with the FDA because they may fall under a drug claim, right? Even if it's natural products, you could still fall under what they call as a drug claim, and it could be up to subject for review, right? And there could be, potential fines and so forth from the FDA, I believe, if you sell something that's considered a drug claim, or they can just pull it off if they decide to. That's something I'm checking into. I'm actually working on filing a possible claim. It's a lot of. It looks like it's a huge, extensive form you got to fill out. So I don't even know if I want to get involved in it, but I might try it, or I may give somebody a few dollars to actually fill it out and do it, and go through that process just to see if it would work, right? Just to see if they can file it, on my behalf, because I don't know how to do that. It's really intensive from what I understand. But anyway, yes, when I see videos that are spam and misleading, I'm just going to simply hit that report button because it's uncalled for, right? It's not entertaining, when you're talking about A in your title, and then when you click on the video and you open the video and you watch the video, it's about B. It's nothing to do with A, not even close to being A. It's just all B, right? And I'm just using this as an example, right? We've all watched stuff that creators want you to click on, and they want you to watch it. They want to win the click. They want to get the views. They want to get the AdSense money. They want to get the comments. They want to get the attention, right? They want to get the subs, whatever, I don't understand doing that, and I just don't think it's the right way. I mean, I'm not going to say I don't think it's not the right way to do things here on YouTube. It's not ethical. It's not mannerly. Like, how are you brought up, right? I mean, you just know what type of person you're dealing with when they go to the extent to create clickbait type videos. You just know what type of person they are. They need to get attention. They want attention. They always want attention, right? And there's not one video I have made on this channel, over 700 and some videos. None of them are clickbait. Everything that you saw in the title, you actually got when you watched the video, right? And I'm sure many of my videos, I can almost guarantee, probably have been reported at some point or another. And, nothing has come about on any of the videos I had posted. So that's telling me, number one, I am doing the right thing. And number two, I'm doing something on this platform that's entertaining, that's keeping me out of the water, right? It's keeping me out of the deep end, right? Because nobody wants to be in the deep end. when they are creating that type of clickbait material on this platform. That's just not where you want to be on this platform, right? Especially if you're losing subscribers and you're losing AdSense money, and some of us are actually just begging for money because we just don't want to get a real job, right? And these are the type of creators that are, well, I don't want to say successful, that were successful, because these creators are not successful anymore. They're actually going downhill. They're just snowballing, they're just going down the hill, and that it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. That snowball just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger as we keep rolling, and eventually it's going to hit a fucking tree and just going to explode. And there's not going to be nothing left. I'll catch you in the next one.